They ask how I get that
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know what we about to get into today on this good Saturday morning / afternoon, depending on where you at. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is feeling good and doing great. And welcome back, honey, to another episode of the daggone break room, y'all. Woo, Lord. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought this was over with. And when I say this, I'm talking about the title and the thumbnail. I thought when Peyton announced her pregnancy around the 1st of this month, okay, Nikki. Good luck with that, sis. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the break room. I thought we were past this. I thought the initial whispering, or even if you weren't whispering of Peyton being pregnant by what we believe, maybe we're wrong, maybe we're right, child. Only person that know was her and the man, right? Apparently, Teacher Bay. Okay, because let's be honest. And I'm gonna just lay it out raw. Okay, some of y'all may like it, some of y'all may not. But at this point, I don't give a damn. At this point, he do need to be the daddy, regardless if he cheated or not. Because if y'all think about it, that was about 5-6 months ago when she came out and to tell us that she found out he was cheating on her. If it's somebody else, that means sis didn't even, them tears and snots and boogers that she was doing in them videos, baby, that would have had to been fake. Because how could you move on that fast? So at this point, he do need to be the daddy. Now, regardless of how y'all feel about her reasoning for getting pregnant by a man that obviously was cheating on her, right? I mean, at this point, he might as well be the daddy. I'm just gonna keep it 100. So apparently now, you know, there's a fallout with the PayPals. What's up, Go Get It? What's up, Miss TLD Pearl? Welcome, everybody. Hey, Angela. Welcome, everybody. Melly. Everyone in the chat, welcome. Welcome to the break room. Hey, EB. If I didn't say your name, remember, we did not fall out. So we're not gonna do like the PayPals over there, baby. TMR and the break room baddies, we are not getting ready to fall out. Okay. Woo, Lord. Now, so there's a lady who reacts to Peyton. Her name is Boo Bougie. She has a reaction channel that's fairly new. And then she has, I guess, a vlog style channel as well. All right. So the vlog style channel, I'm assuming, has been around longer because she has more subscribers on that channel. And I've seen some of Boo Bougie's reaction. I guess when I reacted on Peyton and also watch Peyton from time to time, her videos will come up in my recommended, right? So, I mean, it's just like anybody else. Y'all know, for the most part, I typically don't watch the reaction videos that's talking about the same thing I'm talking about. I typically don't do that. But the title caught my attention. So apparently, this lady, Boo Bougie, was okay. Apparently, Boo Bougie is a PayPal. And I mean, I guess she wanted to react on the situation with Peyton. And I guess this is rubbing Peyton the wrong way. So Peyton did a bit, well, she did a, what do you call it on Instagram? A story. She did a story. And a few days ago, there's another channel that I'm familiar with that I'm we're fellow YouTubers here, Just Me CMB. She did a reaction to Peyton's Instagram. Obviously, I don't follow Peyton on Instagram, so I didn't see it. So I reached out to Just Me CMB and asked if I could use her video to do my reaction. And apparently, this Boo Bougie and Peyton have fell out because of, I'm just going to assume at this point, because of Boo Bougie's reaction. So Peyton basically is saying that Boo Bougie is a flip flopper. So I'm just like, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, if I was Peyton, I would be like, so? I guess she's still repping rep your city. I guess she's still repping PayPal while she talking about PayPal. So is that flip flop? Sound like to me, sis just trying to get some coin. That's what it sounds like to me. You know, at the end of the day, Boo Boo, you just trying to get a little coin in her pocket. And obviously, a lot of people follow Peyton. Peyton brought the drama to the internet a few months back about her and this guy breaking up and finding out when she was dating him, he was dating another woman at the same time. She brought us the story, told us about the bowling. Like, Peyton brought that information to the internet, although it was going to make it here anyway. So Peyton thought she would jump ahead of the game, or jump ahead of the story, I should say. And if you follow Peyton on TikTok, and there were some channels on YouTube that had their opinion about it. At the end of the day, an opinion is that. It's an opinion, right? An opinion, people are entitled to have their opinion. It gets a little, you crossing the line when you start talking and acting as what you're saying is fact. And so that's why when I say, I don't know who she's pregnant by, I'm just going to assume, it's an assumption, it's not fact. I'm just going to assume it's Teacher Bang. I just said in the beginning of this live, in my opinion, it just need to be him. Why would it be somebody else so soon after the fallout between him and her? But again, that's not fact. When I say that, it's y'all, let's be honest, social media is a rumor hub. That's just what it is. It's a rumor hub. And I do understand that some people can get carried away with the rumors. Some people will put their own twist and spin on it to make it more enticing for people to click on the video. I'm not saying that's what Boo Bougie is doing. I'm just saying that we do know that happens, right? But I'm just trying to figure out why Peyton is so, I don't know if her hormones are bothering her because she's pregnant, but I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to figure out why this woman is so engaged and indulged with how her PayPals think about what she got going on. Let's be honest. Even if we all think Peyton is a dummy for getting pregnant allegedly by this guy who cheated on her that she came to tell us about 6 months ago, us thinking that, now I'm asking you guys a question. y'all. We back. As I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted, I don't understand why people are getting so personal with this stuff. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are getting so emotionally invested in people's lives that we really don't have anything to do with. Y'all know for several years we've talked about the moms, Chrissy, Jasmine, and Olivia. And obviously over time, because we've been watching these stories, and although these ladies have said many times we don't know them, how could you not know somebody who repeatedly gets on the internet, if not daily, weekly, or two or three times a week, and give you experts of stuff that's going on in their lives? I mean, they take us shopping. If they got a new man, we know about that. If they on a period, we know about that. If they're paying for ABs, Jasmine, with the kids' Christmas money, we know about that. We know how big Gerard's penis lib is. Chrissy and all the ins and outs of what she got going on over there. At this point, yes, we do know you. We may not have sat down at the same table. We may have not driven in the same car. Child, we might not even shop in the same stores. But when it comes to this social media thing, oh, sis, we know you. We know you. Just like Keisha K. Lee, sis, we know you. We know you. Yeah. And over time, over the years that these ladies have been on the internet, we have all formed an opinion. And guess what? We can do that. We can have whatever opinion we want to have. They don't have to agree to it, just like we don't have to agree to what they say and what they got going on. Exactly, Woo Honey. Exactly, because Peyton acts like Chrissy, like she's high and mighty and lying about her life. Here's the thing. Let me say this. I've told you guys before, I watch Peyton from time to time. I don't watch all her videos. And the majority of what Peyton talks about, in my opinion, is fashion, perfume, how much she spent for whatever she's buying in her home or for herself. And here's my thing, y'all. To me, it seems like a lot of showboating. And guess what? She's allowed to do that. I personally don't think it's safe to do that on the internet. Y'all remember we heard a couple years back in Atlanta where all those a lot of those content creators and reality stars was getting their houses broken into. But if you really think about it, so when you watching Peyton and you listen to her talk about, the stuff that she what Chanel purse she bought, the outfits and perfumes, and she went to Dubai and she's getting this done to her body and all that stuff. When continuously that's all you hear. So then when she interjects in the middle of the conversation, be like, oh yeah, and by the way, y'all, my ninja that I've been dating for about 9 months, yeah, child, I just found out he was cheating on me. Cheating in the next room. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what? Wait, hold on. Since I missed the part. So I'm just like, so at the end of the day, me personally, and this is my opinion, when it comes to the social media thing, these content creators, even myself as a content creator, one thing I'm not gonna do is ish on my people. It's like a bowling ball. Unfortunately, sometimes, as you're rolling a bowling ball down the lane, you got to take out all the pins in order to get a strike. You can't just take one. You can't just hit one pin, and think you're going to get a strike. You got to hit all the pins to get a strike. And so Peyton's, and this is fact. This is not fiction. This is fact. Peyton's channel grew through the pandemic. That's when her channel really blossomed. That's when she came here. Primarily, I think she said she did a story time that she had tried. I think she tried before and it didn't work. And then she started again and she had some success with it. So the way Peyton is living now, she obviously wasn't living like that before social media. And it appears that she's living a good life. And so, but the people who watch her are the ones who basically are funding that. The PayPals, regardless if the people agree with your life decisions or disagree. So, in my opinion, I just don't get why you want to start going in the comments and start beefing with people. Even if those people are on a channel discussing what you got going on, in my mind, as Peyton being the content creator that's larger than everybody who's talking about her, I just don't understand how she's paying more attention to that than anything else that's going on in her life. And Akira, you're right. A lot of people have been saying that. A lot of these channels that were, started thriving through the pandemic. Obviously, during the pandemic, we had no other choice but to watch these people because, child, we didn't have nothing else to do. But now that people are out back living life and getting outside and moving around and taking their own trips and spending their own money and buying their own houses, cars and furniture and clothes and designer this and that, people are doing that on their own. So they don't really get a kick out of watching somebody else do it because they're doing it themselves. Now, there are some people who can't do it, right? So maybe those people get off by watching people who are obviously can. And I'm not a hater by any means, but me personally, I like designer things, but I'm just the type of person, I'm not going to spend $2,000 on a purse, $2,500. I'm not going to do it. Am I going to shade somebody else for doing it? No, because baby, them your coins. You do what you feel like you need to do. So, what she got going on, I don't really feel no type of way when I sit and listen to her discuss about how much everything costs. Because again, I know stuff costs money and I'm used to spending money and having money. So watching her don't make me really feel no type of way, but I do understand. I listen to people in my comments and I get that some people be feeling some type of way. And I just really feel like people with money don't feel some type of way of watching other people with money spend money because they know what spending money means. I think and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong. I think people who don't have money and watch people who do got money spend money, it makes them feel some type of way. That's just my opinion. I don't like I said, will I go spend $800 on a pair of shoes, one pair of shoes? No. I think it's a waste. I love purses, but I'm not going to go spend $1,000 on a purse. Do I have $1,000 to go spend on a purse? Yeah, of course I do. But I just really feel like I could put that money towards something else, or better yet, just put, one thing my mother used to say to me, she said, when you die, you can't take a penny of that with you. And that's true. But while I'm living, I'm going to make sure I got enough to live on. So I'm just not going to spend it recklessly. That's just me. But when you want what you want, I can't tell you, oh, you buying a $1,500 purse? Oh, well, sis, that's being reckless, because who am I to tell you that's being reckless? I don't, because I don't know how your finances are set up. So let's get into this video, y'all. Let's get into this video. Now, again, this is just me, CMB's video. I'm going to link her channel in the description after this live. But this is her video. She's the one who was able to get the Instagram story that Peyton put up.
I was minding my business, being nosy on the YouTube streets, and I came across a video by Boo Bougie. She was talking about being upset. Here's a piece of what she said.
I got a message today, and me and Miss Peyton Marie Charles was going back and forth. Not like that.
My question is, what does she mean, not like that? If y'all going back and forth, then obviously it is like that. I'm just saying, let's just call a spade a spade. She ain't liking what you doing.
I said what I needed. Well, she said what she needed to say. I said what I needed to say, and we just kind of dabbled like that, right?
Child, boo. Honey. So basically, she reached out to you, got you told, and you licking your wounds.
But, I want y'all to take a look. I actually recorded it yesterday. And I said, okay, nah, I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to be bothered with it, because it's becoming a headache, right? But I feel some type of way, right? Because even though I didn't agree with everything Peyton did and said, I still love her as a person. Not love in the past tense. Love her as a person, right?
My question is, how you love somebody you don't know? And let's just go ahead and put it.
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. So apparently this Boo Bougie made a comment that she loves Peyton. I don't feel comfortable with that. I just don't. I don't know this lady, obviously, because I don't watch her on a regular. I don't know her personality. You do have some people that are just real lovable people. Maybe that's her. So I don't know. But my thing is, if you're a PayPal, it's not saying that you shouldn't have an opinion, because you can have an opinion. However, I guess in Peyton's mind, she was feeling like, how you gonna be over here saying you love me, you support me, but you on your channel talking about me? And that's what I say about these parasocial relationships. Like, people really need to separate the two. Like, I don't have an immense love for a person I don't know personally. I just don't. I don't care how much I watch you. I respect you. I like your content. And that's about as far as I'm going to go. If you got something going on and I'm interested, I'll support that. So apparently this Boo Bougie, apparently she supported Peyton. Peyton did a launch of her body care products called I think it's called Dubai, excuse me. And apparently Boo Bougie supported, and she did like pre-orders, and Boo Bougie bought some lotion. And I think she said the lotion was like $41. Well, Peyton cashed apped her $121, which I guess the whole set was $121. And in my mind, I was thinking, wait, hold on. Why would Peyton send the lady her money back? She's patronizing your business. As far as her not loving you down or her doing reactions, what does her money got to do with anything? Okay, let me give y'all an example. I go in Walmart, right? I go in Walmart and I go down the liquor aisle, the alcohol aisle, and I take my hand and I take my hand and I just knock all the liquor bottles on the ground. Now, before I did that, I went and I bought some stuff from Walmart. I spent $50 in Walmart, right? So once security sees me on the camera taking my hand going and knocking all the bottles off the shelf, security gonna call the popo. They're gonna come over there, they're gonna call the popo, and they're gonna arrest my ass and take me about the store, right? They're gonna see I got a bag in my hand and not gonna be my money because they mad because I went in their store and knocked all their bottles off their wall. Walmart gonna gladly take my money. Walmart had a product. I purchased it. They took the money. I was feeling some type of way. I went in Walmart, knocked all the bottles off the wall after I bought the stuff. Walmart gonna just say, hey, we don't want you coming to our establishment anymore, but we're not giving you your money back. Like, you bought this stuff? Oh, okay. I thought that was weird how Peyton sent the girl the money back. I was like, why? Why? It didn't make sense to me.
It out there. Miss Boo Bougie has been putting out a lot of videos about Peyton. Quite frankly, I can't say, okay, it was about I'm a PayPal, I'm a this, I'm a that, but it's like you saying you a PayPal, but you basically trying to consistently talk about the pal that you paying. Like, it don't make sense to me. I don't know. I was confused by it.
And I feel some type of way. I ain't gonna get all into it because it's another video for another day, right? But what I will say is you can't have everybody around you. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the amen section. You can't have an amen section around you and think that you're gonna win. You know, and I'm not talking about anybody's downfall, but that's why I put this specifically in here, this young lady Kitty. She talks about taking advice from women in the street. You know, I don't know what these PayPals do. I don't know their walks of life. I don't know anything like that.
So to me, sometimes I feel like it's Boo Bougie, it's her problem with the PayPals that come in her comments to defend Peyton, or is her problem with Peyton and the PayPals? That's the part I get a little confused on, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to say Peyton is sending her minions, and I'm not calling them minions. I'm just saying sending her her troops out and say, go terrorize everybody that got my name in the title. I don't know if Peyton is doing that or not. I'm just going to assume she's not doing that. So if people take it upon themselves because they rock with Peyton or they support her or whatever to come into your comments and defend Peyton, my thing is Boo Bougie can't get upset with Peyton because her people F with her like that. Even if Boo Bougie claims that she's a PayPal too, but apparently you're a PayPal, you're not the PayPal they want to be associated with. Because if you're a PayPal, majority of the PayPals are not doing reaction videos on Peyton. So but again, this lady obviously is doing these reaction videos on a whole nother channel because she's trying to get another channel monetized, because that does what? Put more money in her pocket. It's not, me personally, at this point, it's not even about being a PayPal. It's about, in my opinion, for her to get her coin, meaning Boo Bougie. TMR, oh no, Peyton has told her supporters to report Boo Channel that she's stalking her. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I don't understand what the conversation is about. Like I said, I did my 1 or 2 videos letting y'all know Peyton announced her pregnancy. We talked about it 5-6 months ago when Peyton came out and told us about the man cheating on her in the bowling alley incident. We talked about it. Yeah, I don't really got nothing to say after that. Because, again, Peyton is not really a story for me. Now, the man cheating on her and the way she reacted to the news was something that we talked about, right? And that's pretty much it. When it comes to whatever else Peyton got going on, like, you can't really react on her going shopping, her going to get her lips and her fingernails and her toes done, and her going to get a massage. You can't react on that. You can react on what Olivia, Chrissy, and Jasmine got going on because they be having a lot of garbage going on. To me, I think we're past discussing that Peyton is pregnant by allegedly the teacher bag. We're far past that. And so Maja wants to know, how can you stalk someone on the internet? I guess when they say stalk, I guess they mean repeatedly talking about them, at signing them in your chat. I think maybe they mean at signing them, because I will admit, Boo Bougie at signs Peyton in every freaking video. I don't know why she does that. And again, y'all, as a content creator myself, I've never at signed it. None of the people that I've discussed in my videos in my titles. Now, their name is in the title because obviously you need to know who I'm talking about to come watch the video. But because I don't know if you guys get at sign, but when you get at sign, it's basically called a mention. And if there's a space up in the upper right hand corner, is it the right hand corner? Yeah, upper right hand corner of your YouTube channel, where you can see all the mentions where people basically have at signed you. And this lady, she at signs Peyton in every freaking video. And I'm like, because I was being nosy, I looked. And I was thinking to myself, why does she do that? I mean, obviously, just because I don't do it, that don't mean she can't do it. But I'm just wondering, why are you at signing her? Because at this point, you're at signing Peyton, obviously, because you want Peyton to know that you're saying something. But my thing is your video for Peyton, or is your video for the people who watch Peyton? Because your reaction video should be for everybody else, not Peyton. That's just my opinion. My videos are not for Olivia, not for Jasmine, not for Tanae. My videos are not for them per se. I don't care if they don't never watch the video. My video is for y'all to come watch so we can conjure together and have this conversation about this topic. So I don't understand why she at signs Peyton, because the video should not be for Peyton to see. Why do you want Peyton to know what you're talking about? And better yet, why is Peyton paying attention to what this lady is talking about? Dion said it wasn't that she stepped on Peyton's toes with the Kyron looking pregnant video. However, Boo Bougie respectfully made an apology video after how Peyton received it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. But even with that being said, haven't we moved past that? Because I think we discussed that in one of my reactions, where I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't even see that video when apparently Kyron walked by and her belly looked a little protruded, and Peyton now says that Kyron had on a fanny pack. I didn't even watch that said video, but once the conversation started coming up, I went over to the video to see, and it took for me to look at it a couple times because Kyron walked by so fast I couldn't even pay attention. I don't pay attention. I don't really be paying attention. Yeah, y'all know a lot of times when I do certain reactions, y'all be like, TMR, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'll be like, no, I ain't see it. Because sometimes, y'all, a lot of times I'm listening to the video. I'm not necessarily watching the video. So a lot of times I don't see what y'all see, you know? So, okay, let's finish the reaction though, because I want to get to Peyton's part.
But what I will say is for you to be in the comments causing all this ruckus, like that wasn't even the design of my channel. You know, even though I don't know Peyton, we ain't never hooked up, we ain't never hung out, we ain't never talked on the phone, we ain't never did none of that, right? But I feel some type of way because I feel like me and her was cool. Like whether I talked to her or not, just the vibe, just from watching her.
You know, the more she talks, it's like...
Okay, I'm sorry. Do y'all hear what she just said? She said, although her and Peyton have never hung out, they've never talked on the phone, they've never went to dinner, none of that. She felt like they were cool based off the vibe from watching her. And I was like, wait, what? What does that mean? And then I started thinking, I was like, nah, sis, I promise you. There is not anybody that I watch that I feel like we cool. Nobody. Nobody. I love Lovely T. I love watching her channel. I don't think me and Lovely T are cool. And I damn near watch every video Lovely T puts out. Damn near. Even if I don't catch it right when she when she does her live streams, if I don't catch it live, I'll catch the replay. I promise you, I don't think me and Lovely T are cool. No. Now, God forbid something happened to the lady, I will be sad because obviously she's somebody I enjoy watching. She's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a sister. You know, obviously that affects people. And so I would be sad, you know, because if you guys don't know, Lovely T has some health issues that she talks about from time to time. So I would definitely be sad, you know, just like I was sad when I heard, oh goodness. How does it feel? Angie Stone's baby daddy. What's his name, y'all? I just forgot his name just that quick. I'm sorry. When I found out he passed away the other day, I was sad to hear that. I was very sad to hear that. But, you know, I mean, I was like, oh, wow, that's so sad. You know, I love his music. D'Angelo, thank you. I love his music. I said, wow, how ironic. Him and Angie Stone both died in the same year. Thank you, you guys. And I was just like, okay, you know, that was sad. And baby, I moved on.
The more confused I get. She's saying that Peyton can't have a amen section, or is she saying that, hey, you're excluding me from the PayPals and that's not where I'm supposed to be? You're listening to them instead of listening to me? Because that's kind of what I'm getting. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, because
CMB, how are you, sis?
I don't know. It's like, what is she really trying to say here? And why does she feel a certain type of way? What has happened to make you feel a type of way?
Even with the stuff I didn't agree with, right? And just for example, I don't drink. She drinks. Well, not now because she's pregnant, but so I'm not gonna watch her. I watch Gina Janine. Gina Janine drinks. I watch Chelsea Janae. Chelsea drinks. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about when I say you don't have to agree with everybody, right?
So it is true. You don't have to agree with everybody, but clearly these two have had some type of disagreement. Now, I believe that this content creator is trying to be evasive and not trying to put too much out there, because she's kind of trying to straddle the fence. Life has taught me you have to stand for something or you fall for anything. And I think that Boo Bougie was trying to stand with Peyton But at the same time, she was trying to become a reaction channel, and most of her reaction videos are about Peyton. Now, that doesn't automatically mean that she does not like Peyton or what Peyton does, and so she's criticizing. There are a lot of different reasons that people do commentary. It can be criticism, it could be education, it could also be educating others about something positive that one individual is doing. So just because she's a reaction channel doesn't mean it has to be negative. However, most reactors do kind of critique. It's just, it makes for more interesting conversation. Anyway, so she mentioned that her and Peyton had an exchange. So here's a little bit of what Peyton had to say. And this was not on her YouTube video. This was actually on her Instagram shorts, which only stay up for 24 hours. And guys, we are using this for commentary, so it is falling under fair use.
Yes. Thank you, Just Me CMB. We are definitely, I'm using this through Just Me CMB as commentary. It does fall under fair use, and I'm using it for satire and criticism. Okay. Maybe even a little teaching.
So, I mean, she can say that it's not, but yeah, it definitely is. Let's hear what she had to say.
A lot of people been asking me why I turned my comments off on my Instagram story. I've been getting a lot of DMs, like people apologizing, like if I did something wrong to you, I apologize. I can't comment on your story.
I don't understand why people would apologize to a person who they have done nothing to. It's almost weird. She says that people are calling and messaging her and apologizing. For what?
It's not you. I turned it off for everybody. I turned it off for everybody. Because I realized I've been building rapport with flip-flop fake ass bitches.
Not bitches.
You can really be talking to a motherfucker for years. And I think in the back of their head, they think, I don't know that bitch in real life. I ain't got no loyalty to her. So at any point, she make me mad. Some she do I don't agree with. I can flip-flop. I just had the most interesting exchange with a motherfucker that I thought we was cool for the past 4 years. This
not yours.
I'm just confused by that statement. You've been talking to somebody via chats or emails or DMs for 4 years. I'm just going to venture to say that she's probably never even went to the woman's channel and watched one of her vlogs, because maybe she's not interested in her type of content, meaning the boo bougie lady. I'm just going to assume that. I don't know that for certain. So what do you mean? Like, I don't understand why she's so up. Baby, this is very strange to me. My thing is this. It's social media. I expect respect, but I'm not going to say loyalty. I don't know. Some of you guys may remember this. This was about 5 years ago. Do y'all remember when that was a thing over here in this community where it was being said, like, if the people in my chat was over there watching a reaction video that people were talking about me in a reaction video, you need to not do that. Do y'all remember that? That was a conversation people were having. And I completely said to y'all, I can't tell y'all where to go and what to do. I can't tell you not to comment, not to watch. Let's be honest. I don't know you're watching unless you comment. So the fact that Peyton is feeling like this woman is not being loyal to her, and I understand you guys are talking about, I'm assuming I didn't see this video that apparently Boo Bougie made a comment that Kyron looked to be pregnant. I didn't see that video. Again, I don't watch Boo Bougie, so I didn't see none of that. I heard about it. I didn't know who did it. Who said it. I thought it was the Z Reacts channel that said it. Again, I don't know. Like I said, y'all, I don't be everywhere and seeing and hearing what's going on because I just don't, right? I kind of stick to what I know and that's it. But I've never known Peyton to indulge in so much of the shenanigans. I didn't know she did stuff like this. I really didn't. I mean, because the videos that I watch, sis shopping, she going to get her nails done, she going out to dinner, getting ready to go on a trip. Those are the videos that I am watching. I had no idea. Okay, Latrice, thank you for that clarification. I didn't know that she gets into the shenanigans like this. But again, why would I think she wouldn't? Because Peyton is human. She's human. She's just like everybody else. So, I mean, I guess she got a little messy in her too, just like everybody else do.
Baby, when I say this lady is Memphis till she die, country.
Lady done made a whole reaction channel about me.
Now, I don't know if the whole reactions channel is about Peyton. However, she has discussed Peyton quite a lot. I mean, every freaking day she's putting up a video about her. So, I don't know if it's a Peyton channel, but she on there a whole lot.
I think she in her 60s. Crazy shit ever.
Now, here's the thing. Her saying that she believes Boo Bougie's in her 60s, what difference does that make? That woman could be 60, 70, 20, 10 years old. At the end of the day, Peyton is 40-something. I don't know her exact age, but she's in her 40s. And she's pregnant right now with a set of twin children. Okay, I don't know if she's having girl, boy. I don't know any of that. She also has a 20-year-old daughter. Now, let's just say Peyton is 42. In 18 years, when her twins turn 18, she'll be 60. So I don't understand the people coming after folks for their age. At the end of the day, if the lady is 60, she's blessed to still be living and breathing. We just discussed D'Angelo passing the other day. That man was 51. He's 2 years younger than me. I believe Angie Stone, when she passed, I believe she was don't quote me, y'all, I believe she was either 60 or close to 60. I know she was considerably older than D'Angelo. So it's like you saying she's 60. What that mean? So is there a cutoff? So when is the cutoff for Peyton not to have a channel anymore? Like when you turn 45, you can't have a channel anymore? Or are you what is there's a cutoff? There's an age cutoff for channels for social media? Like, I'm just curious.
Go ahead and disclaim this before I continue, because a lot of people be like, Peyton, you got to be more like Beyonce. Beyonce responds. She responds in her music and her concerts.
Now, how the hell did Beyonce come up in this shit? What does she have to do with this, Peyton? And you're saying that people tell you to be more like Beyonce? Why? Are you comparing yourself to Beyonce? Do you feel like you're on the Beyonce level? And no, Beyonce would not be on here calling a 60-year-old woman a bitch. Let's keep it real. She responds, maybe so, but calling an older woman a bitch because she is talking about you.
Oh, is she, Sheena?
I think Beyonce understands the hierarchy of conversation and attention. I'm just saying.
You gotta go. Trust me, but when I say that,
thank you, Pearl.
that cheap spandex, you look a mess lyric, it hit the person it was meant to hit. But as I was saying, mind you, this lady has a lifestyle vlogging channel, and for the past 3-4 years, she's been mentioning me in her lifestyle vlogs and how she has dreams about me.
Now, that's a little.
Yeah, okay, so hold on. What does she mean she has dreams about? She's saying, okay, so she's saying Boo Bougie's saying that she has dreams about. She gonna call me baby boo. She gonna call me baby boo. Not Peyton saying that the boo lady, she gonna call her baby boo. She gonna call me baby boo. Oh my God. This too much. This too much. Oh my goodness.
A bit weird. And why were you trying to maintain conversation with her? And why, if you're having dreams about Miss Peyton, Miss Boo Bougie, are you now talking about her every day? Like, this whole shit is weird. Like, what was the goal here? Because this don't just seem like commentary at this point. But yeah, it's still kind of odd that you maintained this, Miss Charles. I'm just saying.
As much as it made me cringe,
Oh, okay. So Latrice said Boo did a blog years ago saying she had a dream about her and other influencers in it. Peyton making it more than what it is because Boo is also a lesbian. Oh. Okay. I mean, all right. Well, okay, so let's say this. So to your comment, Latrice, thank you for bringing context to that. So say, for instance, the Boo said that, right? Say for instance, she said, I had a dream and I was in the dream, Peyton, Gina, Janine, and whoever else, okay? Again, I didn't see that video, obviously. Maybe she said it because she was... Shit, I don't even know. I was trying to rationalize the situation. I can't. Here's the thing. It's the fact that, like, how does Peyton know that? Do she remember her saying that from several years ago? Like, I don't get it, you guys. Here's the thing. What we have to understand is, y'all, we live in a world where everybody don't think the same, everybody don't act the same, everybody don't walk the same, everybody don't look the same, everyone doesn't dress the same, everyone doesn't eat the same. Like, we live in a world of diversity, and we just understand that people think differently, people do different, think different. I promise you that I can remember, I've never had a dream about Olivia. I've never had a dream about Jasmine. I'm be honest with you, I don't even want to talk about them no more, let alone dream about them. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So that was kind of odd. That was an odd, but maybe Peyton took it out of context from what you said, Latrice. Maybe she took it out of context. Or maybe Peyton just felt weird about it. Maybe Peyton didn't take it out of context. Maybe that made Peyton feel weird. But again, sis, you're dealing with the world. You can't control how people... That's why I'm saying these parasocial relationships, you just got to be careful because you don't know how people will start. And again, when I say this, I'm not saying Boo Bougie is obsessing over this woman. I'm just saying you don't know how people can become obsessive over you. We see it a lot. How, celebrities and content creators get actual live stalkers where they actually come to their house or come to their place of employment and things of that. Like, we see that happening. We've heard about it happening. It's not like it doesn't or can't happen.
On my comment section, I make sure to respond, say thank you, love. I always acknowledged her when she reposted her buying my body care collection 3 weeks ago, raving about it. I reposted it and I said thank you. So it's shocking. It is. So yeah, we had a little exchange this morning because I'm thinking, damn, not Miss Dream a little dream. That's crazy. Like, I get it. The other reaction channels, I ain't got no rapport with them. They just be going off their suggestions from their viewers. But I'll say this, y'all gotta stop letting y'all viewers and subscribers send y'all out. Real talk. Because the last girl who channel, I think she deleted her channel. I did not get her channel deleted. I don't know.
Now, Peyton, you can't tell our viewers and you cannot tell our viewers and our subscribers that we can't, just like you have a rapport with your people, you can't tell our people not to have a rapport with us as a channel. If our subscribers, our viewers, our watchers are interested in our opinion on something that's going on social media, be it you or anybody else, who are you to tell? Who are you to control that? You don't have any control over that. See, this is what I'll be saying about, just like, as a content creator, sis, just mind what you got going on over there. Like, I hate how these lifestyle vloggers feel like reaction channels don't mean anything, when reaction channels mean just as much as their channel does. Because the same way, I guarantee you, the same way people run to Peyton's channel and in the comments they say, y'all, my show on, is the same people that come watch these reaction videos. I guarantee you that. Not all of them, but trust me, there's a vast majority.
What happened to the motherfucker? But she got a lawsuit in the mail from me, and next thing you know, her channel wasn't there no more. And she sent me an apology email.
I find it interesting that all of these people are getting sued by the likes of Peyton. She just going out here throwing $1,000 bills out here suing people. Why? Because they had an opinion? Or it's just you done found some kind of inside track, like a person who works at Google that's giving you personal information about these people, and when they don't say things that you want them to say, you start to bully them.
Hey, too real. Thank you, Akari.
Because that's what it seems like to me. Is some bullying, whatever. This lady started to act in a way that you weren't okay with. So you started bullying her, or that's what this is bullying. And you know that she wants to stay in your good graces. So.
Serene, you're giving context as well too to what Boo said was her dream about Peyton. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably would have just kept that to myself. I just wouldn't have. I don't know. It just seems weird. It's weird. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It just seemed a weird thing to say. Period. If I said to y'all, I had a dream about Jasmine, y'all would specifically say in the chat, TMR, are you cool? You cool? You all right over there, sis? What's going on with you?
Oh, you are now doing saying what you want to feel and say because you feel like she'll conform. Is that what this is? Because otherwise, I just really don't understand what the hell is going on here. Also, I find it interesting that she has so many people that she's needing to strike and sue. I mean, nobody is spreading lies about her, defaming her character or anything. They're just talking about the things that she put out. That's not a reason to strike a person and sue just because they said you wearing orange and you might actually have on pink or whatever. Like, I don't know. Mrs. Peyton Marie Charles seems to be the textbook copyright bully.
But I recall her saying in the comments that she was never going to react to none of my videos because I had got a reaction channel deleted. And she's still trying to build her channel. That reaction channel deleted her channel too and sent me an apology email. I didn't have her channel deleted.
I'm just trying to figure out, why are these people sending apology emails? If apparently, well, Peyton says she didn't get the channel deleted, but if the person decided to delete the channel because of Peyton, what are you apologizing for? Didn't you already get rid of the problem? Why are we apologizing? And let's be honest, it's not like Peyton's gonna say, "Well, sis, it's okay. Thank you for the apology. Here go $5,000 for your troubles and your loss. Like, you did the right thing, girl. You got rid of that channel. That channel ain't nothing but the devil. You did the right thing. Here go $5,000 for your trouble and your pain and your loss and suffering of additional income." My thing is, why are we trying to take away people making money? Why are we doing that? Has anybody impeded Peyton from making money? I don't think so. She's managed to put up her videos. Whenever she puts them up, she's came out with some type of beauty care line and so on and so forth. So why mess with somebody that I'm just going to assume is not in the same pay scale as you from getting their coins? I don't support that. I don't support somebody. Now, unless somebody was defaming you and lying on you, but somebody doing a channel like, "Chad, did you see Peyton video? Girl, what was it? Gossiping?" I mean, let's be honest, that's what Peyton's doing right now, gossiping. It's okay to gossip. Now, I do understand in the Bible it says it's a sin, but at the end of the day, y'all know what I mean. It's okay to gossip. Because typically most gossip is your opinion.
You need 3 strikes to get a channel deleted. She had only did 2 videos on me. But y'all gotta stand on business, stop getting sent out. The flip-flopping shit does not end there. Because people are speculating who the dad is. And someone's like, "Oh, well, it's him because I seen them at the hospital together, da-da-da-da." And I'm like, well, where would they get that information from? Because I ain't even seen no black people in my hospital. I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy.
Now,
Peyton says she specifically chose a white doctor for her privacy. So when you were choosing a doctor to care for you and your unborn children, did you ask the doctor, is his staff all Caucasian? Now, she will also say that black nurses tells your business. Now, I don't know where she's getting that from. I don't know if Peyton knows some black nurses who have told the business or what's going on at the hospitals or clinics that they're working at, and they came and spilled tea to Peyton. Maybe that's where she's getting it from. But let's be honest, y'all. I used to work in healthcare. I'm just going to keep it 100. The white nurses gossip just as much as the black nurses did. They both gossip equally. I used to work in the hospital and I worked in long-term care. Baby, them nurses, they were spilling all the tea. So her choosing to go with the white doctor because you're choosing to have a Caucasian physician is your personal business, right? Just like some people prefer, if they're a female, they prefer to have a female doctor, or if they're male, they prefer to have a male doctor, or vice versa. Like, your preference is your preference, but you using it to say black nurses tell your business, it would be all the same. I'm just going to assume there's some black nurses that follow Peyton. That, to me, that was very ignorant to say. It was very ignorant.
Why does she think just because she has a white doctor that is going to give her privacy? As if a black doctor only has black patients and a white doctor only has white patients. Like, what year and what city does this woman live in that this rationale makes sense? I mean, it's really kind of a naive way of looking at things.
Now, what I will say is it's probably likely that the majority of Peyton's followers are black because she's a black woman. It's not, is there some Hispanic, Asian, and white women following her? Yeah. But Peyton is probably thinking, I'm pregnant. The majority of my followers are black, right? And I don't know where these Peyton lives in Dallas, Texas. I don't know where these black folks work at, live at. And for all I know, once again, this is why I don't understand the whole flip-floppy conversation with the people the people that follow her. Peyton, everybody knows her, right? Because we watch her. There's no way that she can know each and every person that follows her, because there are people who watch her videos and are not subscribed to her channel. So Peyton probably said, well, you know what? Let me play it safe. Let me not use let me not use a black doctor or go to a predominantly black clinic where black people work at, because it could be possible, because again, Texas is the biggest state in the 50 United States. It can be possible that somebody in that office, be it a medical assistant, the housekeeper, the nurse, could be a PayPal and come tell my business, or could be somebody who watched these black reaction channels. It's the fact that she thought about that instead of thinking about, let me find a good doctor that's going to give me exceptional care, because I'm just going to assume because of her age, she's considered a high-risk pregnancy. I'm hoping and praying her deciding to use a white physician is not for the sole reason of you didn't want a black nurse telling your business. Her using whatever physician she chose, be it white, black, pink, green, or orange, is because that doctor came with good ratings. Or highly recommended for women her age that's carrying a twin pregnancy. I'm just going to assume that. I swear to God, I hope that's what it is.
Now, I agree that people shouldn't be using their position and the information they can gain from their positions to, dox people, but the color of your doctor has nothing to do with it. Maybe the exclusivity of the doctor.
Thank you, Miss Journey. Okay, y'all.
For example, they only take on high-end patients. Now, I could see where that could get you some exclusivity. People in those situations may have a little bit more to lose, but a doctor's color doesn't at all depict a situation or scenario to where you're going to definitely have a certain level of exclusivity. Like, that's almost a juvenile way of looking at it, to be honest.
Because I know that a black doctor will have black employees, and black nurses tend to leak medical information for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's pretty risky. I wouldn't do it. But I know that happens. So I specifically chose a white doctor. So I'm like, well,
you know that has happened. I just saw the other day a white woman. I can't remember what state. I think it was Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, was parading around as a nurse and was not a nurse, going into hospitals, acting as a nurse, dressed in scrubs, badge and all, walking into ICU units where the critically ill patients are and taking drugs straight out of their IV. It was a whole white woman that was doing that. I see just as many white nurses committing unethical acts as a nurse as I do any other nationality. So her saying that she knows, she's aware of black nurses leaking HIPAA information. I mean, maybe in your city or where she's from, I think she's from Memphis. Maybe you know some black nurses but all black nurses, I I don't know. I just feel like that was very ignorant. I've never thought, I promise y'all, when I go to the doctor, that's never came across my mind. Let me go to this doctor because they got black folks working up in here. I've never thought that. And I'm talking about since I've been on social media, I've never even thought that.
They come from. I ran across a comment this morning and it's from a PayPal who lives in Houston. So I'm like, you don't even live in Dallas. This girl has over 100 comments under my YouTube videos, praising me, complimenting how I dress. She's defending me under other reaction channels who were pitting me against another Houston influencer. She follows me, watches every IG video. Where the switch up happen? When?
Guys, the point of this.
So here's the thing. So what you guys just heard her say was apparently there. I think I mentioned this in a reaction because the person said it under my comments. They said that Teacher Bay is the father because they saw Peyton at the doctor and the guy was with her, allegedly. And so I was like, oh, really? Okay. Now, apparently, Peyton is saying the person who left that comment lives in Houston, Texas. Peyton lives in Dallas, Texas. So she's saying, how could that be when we don't even live in the same city? So what doctor's office did you see me at? Now, to be quite honest with you, it could have been that the woman was correct. Maybe she doesn't live in Houston and she actually lives in Dallas. And once Peyton was made aware basically her spot was blown up, that's probably now why she's saying she's chosen to go to a white doctor that doesn't have black employees. And it could be because of that comment. And again, that's not fact. That's just my opinion. But when I heard her say that in this video, I was like, what is she talking about? Now, obviously, if the woman lives in Houston, unless Peyton is driving all the way to Houston from Dallas to go to the doctor, which, I mean, hell, if she got this legal team, I guess you would do that. But I'm trying to figure out, is Peyton going to pull a Beyonce and shut the whole wing of the hospital down? Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Even if you choose a white physician to go get your checkups, your prenatal checkups, one thing you cannot choose is an all-white hospital. Because in the hospital, there's all ethnicity. There's Chinese or Asian, Hispanic, Blacks, Caucasian, Indians. It's all ethnicities in the hospital working as nurses, doctors, cafeteria staff, housekeeper, radiologists, technicians, baby, everybody working in the hospital. So how are you going to stop the black nurses for caring for you after you deliver your baby? So what are you gonna? Is this black woman gonna lay in the hospital bed as she's being triaged in to have birth, instead of worrying about delivering a set of twins, which we all know having a baby is by far the closest thing to death for a woman. It's very risky, especially birthing twins at her age. It's risky, right? Why wouldn't we be more concerned being enrolled into the hospital, making sure that these babies and you come out safely? Or are we more concerned with making sure no black nurses are your nurses while you're in the hospital delivering your... Whoo, baby! That's a lot going on right there. I definitely would not want to be that paranoid. And at this point, it's almost like, is the money even worth living in a paranoid state? Is the money even worth? Like, did she have the money like Beyonce did when she had Blue Ivy, where they shut the whole wing that she was on having the baby? They shut the whole wing down. Does Peyton have that type of money to do that? Because I'm pretty sure that's going to be very expensive. I mean, at this point, they would need to name one of the wings of the hospital after Peyton. If she paying that type of money, they need to dedicate a whole wing with your name on it. If you paying that type of money to shut the whole floor that you own, to have the whole floor that you own, so won't nobody know about you delivering your baby. Yeah, Monica, I would think I mean, and even if she does have that, because let's be honest, I don't know what type of money Peyton has. I know she has money, but I don't know how much. That's almost saying you're going to bank at a bank with white people at it. Because if you bank at a bank, they got black employees, the black tellers are going to leak your banking information. It's almost like saying that. Free City said, if Teacher Bay is the pappy, she needs to be focused on him keeping his hands and his ping to himself. She wouldn't be on YouTube if she had Beyonce money. I'm just saying. She's not a celebrity. Well, she's a content creator, and maybe in Peyton's mind, she does think she's a celebrity. So I'm just, like making that comment was weird to me. But I'm like, okay, girl. I mean, if that's what I've never even thought to think that way. Striking folks because they don't like or agree with you is wild to me. It is wild. It definitely is wild. But you can strike people. But there's also a thing too. If you are feverishly striking people, you are at risk of losing your own channel. She better be off getting Erykah Badu to her doula and have a home birth. Miss Badu is in from Dallas. Not Erykah Badu be her doula. Wasn't she a doula for another celebrity? TMR, wherever she go, how she know a PayPal don't work in the doctor's office or in the hospital, she's going to deliver the twins. Yeah, LaToya, that's what I was just saying. Like at this point, how does she not know? There's no way that she could know that a PayPal doesn't work at whatever hospital she's planning to deliver. Even if she doesn't deliver in Dallas, if she chose to deliver in somewhere in Tennessee, which I'm just going to assume, if you're worried about the black nurses, she damn sure ain't going to Memphis to deliver no baby. Not everyone is on social media either. Or I mean, no, everyone is not on social media. And for the most part, I mean, everyone that's on social media obviously is not subscribed to her channel, because if that was the case, she would have well over 1 million followers. Oh my goodness. But y'all, back to the origination of this whole reaction. I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand the beef between somebody who follows her on social media, regardless if she's been talking to this lady 1 year or 10 years. I don't understand what this woman has never been to your house. You've never heard. I mean, well, she's heard her voice on videos, but you've never talked to her on the phone. She doesn't even have your phone number. She don't even know anybody that you know personally. There's no personal connection between these two women other than, and this is not even personal because we all share this connection, social media. There's nothing personal about social media because everybody is a part of it. Like the whole thing with social media should be for the networking. The whole friend thing, you will find out that's kind of hard when, especially when you're dealing with people. It's kind of hard to do that because when it comes to social media, especially as a content creator, it's more of a competition thing than anything. I mean, personally, y'all, I've never been in competition with no one on this platform. I don't have no need to, because I'm not here for that. I'm here for the reaction, the check, and that's it. That's it, y'all. That's all I'm here for. I'm just keeping 100. She can go to Wyoming. There's black people that live in Wyoming. I mean, it's probably not a large community of black folks like it would be in Chicago, but there's black folks in Wyoming. Dion said, for someone to have so many supporters that have helped you rise to the level you are at, why start to focus on negativity? It's so weird. Yes, honey, that's Latrice. That's all we do over here. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I enjoy the camaraderie of myself and my chat, my supporters, the people that watch my channel. I enjoy the camaraderie with you all, but at the end of the day, I do understand there's a grave difference. We're not besties, best friends. You know what I'm saying? That's not me being disrespectful, y'all. That's me being realistic, right? That's me being realistic. Even if we did what we called, even if I did something, what do they call that, you guys, when you do a meet and greet? Even if I did a meet and greet, you know, obviously all 17,000 of y'all are not going to show up, you know, because y'all probably are like, you know what, I really enjoy TMR, but I don't enjoy her enough to travel to where she is to meet her. But I will keep watching the videos and I'll stay subscribed. And guess what, y'all? I appreciate that. It's all good, you know. I mean, obviously, the people in the city and the state will more than likely be more apt to travel. But I mean, right now in this economical times, I wouldn't really suggest anybody spending any money like that. You know, like at this point, keep your coin in your pocket for you and keep your household intact. Y'all don't worry about come see TMR. You said BB said the beef started because Peyton sent her PayPals to her comment section to be mean. Then Peyton blocked her and talked ish about her after they squashed it behind the scene. But how they squashing Serena? How they squashing anything behind the scenes when ain't nobody seen anybody? That's what I want to know. What are we squashing? What beef? My thing is this. Boo Bougie, if she wanted to talk about Peyton and start a channel discussing what Peyton got going on, she has every right to do so. Now, what I do find odd is you cannot be on a channel, and again, this is just my opinion because I do reaction videos. You can't be on a channel and be like, I just love her down. I love her so much. I'm a PayPal. But then you talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. That it really doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Now, just because it doesn't make sense, does that mean you can't do it? Obviously, people do things that don't make sense. So I'm not saying she can't do it. I'm just saying it don't make sense. It doesn't. So it's like this. At this point, I would have been gave up my PayPal stripes. Okay. If there's a t-shirt that I'm wearing that says PayPal, and if it ain't providing me coin for it, okay, baby, I'm gonna take that PayPal t-shirt off and put on the Boo Bougie React t-shirt and get my coin and dare somebody to stop me. I wouldn't give a damn who she sent. I'm gonna just keep it 100. At the end of the day, baby, it's social media. Like, I don't understand why people are getting all up in the arms about some words that's being said on a video. People in the comments understand that over the years, I understand that we're all not going to agree, but we can definitely agree to disagree. But it's her repping PayPal in the video, but yet talking about Peyton. I think that's where the confusion, and at Peyton, I understand how she feels. I just don't understand why it's a big deal for Peyton, because Peyton should be in a whole nother stratosphere where whatever somebody's talking about her, as long as they are not lying, causing her or her family harm, I don't understand why Peyton is indulging in that. And so some of you guys were saying that that's how she is. I didn't know that because I've never seen that side of her. The videos that I watch, I don't, I hear her talking about stuff in her past or something that happened funny to her and she laughing and joking about stuff. I like Peyton's personality. I think she's funny. I'm not a PayPal. I'm TMR. I'm not a loyalty gang. I'm not even a tea sipper because Lovely Tea call her people tea. I'm not a tea sipper. What does Jasmine call her people? I don't know. People probably. I'm not a person over there on Jasmine's channel. I don't know what Chrissy call her folks. I'm TMR. I'm TMR goddamn talks. That's what I am over here. Okay. And I am a woman who does content, reaction videos, and I also consume content too. That I enjoy to like I I have enjoyed watching Peyton's channel. I do. I do. Her personality, the way she, let's be honest, brag and boast about the things she's buying and doing, that don't really bother me because I'm just like, all right, sis, God blessed you, and go off. So that don't really bother me. But I do understand from looking at my comments on videos where Peyton is the topic, it does bother people. And so, I mean, to each his own when it comes to that, because I'm not gonna let nobody on the internet make me feel some type of way about nothing. People change opinions about people or things. Look at Liv and her supporters. That's true. That's true. Peyton want the PayPal's to report her channel and says she can't do it because she's in the hospital. Things like that. I don't care for what, Peyton. If you're in the hospital, why are you giving this attention? Exactly. It's like, girl, you can't watch something else. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why she's all down in the comments. Like, I just don't understand that. There's an internet term called pay piglies. Pay piglies. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that term. Maja just keeps saying wow. Maja said, child, I got one word. Wow. Just wow. Wow. I don't. But y'all, that's just the world we live in. We have seen some strange things on this internet. We have seen and heard of some strange, just like the other day, if you guys were in my reaction when I was talking about Stephanie Jenkins from the Resilient Jenkins and her wanting her supporters to be more positive so she can get brand deals. I'm thinking to myself, girl, no, you need to get your ass up out that hotel room with them cheering. Okay? Do that first, and then maybe people could be more positive if you're doing something positive. Staying in a shelter hotel for damn near a year is nothing positive about that, especially when you are making money and have the means to get the hell up out of there. Y'all said Peyton is an ish starter. Yeah, I don't know. She definitely going to have those babies early than she would if she left negativity alone. Let's be real. It's twins and it is a geriatric pregnancy. Geriatric pregnancy. What is a geriatric pregnancy? The hospital comment was for sympathy. Oh, you said the hospital comment was sympathy. Well, my thing is this: if you're in the hospital, again, I understand you're bored, and you're on social media. Let's be honest, Peyton does social media, so obviously she consumes social media. I just don't understand. Timar, what are your thoughts on the EBT benefits possibly not being given for the month of November? Miss Journey, we talked about that in my reaction. I think it was Thursday. We talked about that. And let's change focus real quick, y'all. Oh, people who are pregnant at 35 or older. Oh, okay. I had my last baby. I was on the verge of geriatric. I think I was close to that age when I had my last baby. Okay, thank you, Maja. What's my thoughts on people possibly not getting their stamps in November? I'm going to be honest with y'all. Today is what, the 18th? So we have 13 days until the end of the month. There's a strong possibility that the government shutdown will not end. But let me tell y'all something. About what's going on right now. Y'all cannot allow the media to have you living in fear. You just can't allow it. Let me tell y'all something. There has been times, especially when it comes to Black folks, and I'm a Black woman, so I can speak about Black people. We are very resilient. We are very resilient people. And y'all, we have been through the storm and back. And we still here. We have been through oppression. We still getting oppressed. We have been through a lot, but we're still standing. So what I'm saying to you is, if there's a possibility that you may not get your food stamps in November, Sis, start planning ahead. Go get you some rice. Let's be honest. You need to be, you go get you some money, however you need to get it, long as it's legal and you ain't committing no crime. Go get you some money. Go get you about $50, child. If you got to do a Sky and go to the plasma place, let's be honest, you trying to feed your family. So you got to do what you got to do. Drastic times call for drastic measures, right? Go get you about $50. Go get you a big ass thing of rice. Go get you some bags of chicken leg quarters, okay? Get you some beans. If you don't like beans, get you something else that's non-perishable that you can, and baby, do what it do. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. We gonna be all right. We've been all right. We've been all right. We've been through recessions. Well, depending on how old you are, I've been through a recession when I was a kid, though. We've been through recessions. We've been through so much, y'all, throughout the years. Y'all remember back in 2008, the big housing crash, the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Y'all remember in 2000 and in 9/11, when 9/11 happened and stocks and stuff fell and a lot of jobs got rid of, like the 401k and pensions and people's losing their pensions. Baby, we have been through so much and we still standing. Y'all remember when the price of gas skyrocketed to $6, $7, $8, depending on where you was living at? I think in California, gas was like $10. Y'all remember that? And baby, we still driving our cars. We still driving, aren't we? Y'all remember about a year or two ago when eggs started creeping up and getting real expensive and everybody was in a panic? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember something very recent? The pandemic? Do y'all remember that? When couldn't nobody get no damn toilet paper? And we survived that for the most part. So do y'all not think that we're not going to survive? If you don't get your stamps in the month of November, baby, do you honestly think you're going to starve? Because guess what's going to happen? Say, for instance, you don't get your food stamps in the month of November. I guarantee you it's somebody in your family or your immediate circle is going to make sure you and your family don't starve. Now, are they going to take you to the store and get you crab legs and lobsters and steaks? No, they're not going to do that. But they're going to make sure y'all can eat. You're going to have to go to the pantries. You're just going to have to do stuff, y'all, to get over, because it's a strong likelihood that the government shutdown will not be over by November the 1st. There's a very strong likelihood that could happen. I'm just going to keep it 100. Because the last government shutdown when Trump was president lasted 35 days. I told y'all this when it started. I did not tell y'all that it's a high probability that he's going to make sure it exceeds that 35 days. He probably will make it about 45 days. Even with the economic state we are in now is not stopping many from living, even if they're putting it on Klarna. Exactly, Latrice. That's what you also got to understand. People are still, what y'all got to also understand too is everybody is not struggling. There are a lot of people, y'all, that are planning and prepared and been doing that. I've been telling y'all for years to get you a deep freezer. Haven't I been telling y'all, for y'all that's been following me for a long time discussing these haven't I told y'all to get you a deep freezer? Y'all think I be talking just to be talking? Nah, when I be telling y'all stuff, I be telling it because I want y'all to go try to do it. And deep freezers are not expensive. You can go to Walmart and get one. You can go to Sam's Club. You can go to Costco. If you ain't got no money for no membership at Sam's Club and Costco, you can go to Walmart and get one. You don't need no membership to go on Walmart. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you guys have noticed, Walmart has gotten exceptionally expensive. That cover girl said, baby, and got me one. Okay, girl. Have y'all noticed how expensive Walmart is? They have gotten exceptionally expensive. I don't even understand why people run to Walmart. At this point, you might as well, go. You can go to other grocery stores, at least Kroger's. Y'all know I talk a lot about Kroger's, Myers, hell, all these. At least those stores are, especially Kroger's. because Kroger's is my go-to. Kroger, they have coupons on their website, the digital coupons. They're always running some type of 5 for 5 or buy 5, save this. There's always some type of sale going on. Those are the stores that's going to make a shit ton of money next month because they're going to profit off of the fact that people are not getting their food stamps. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all going to make, if they are still in a government shutdown come November the 1st, grocery stores like Kroger's and Save a Lot and what's the Food for Less, all those baby, they're going to make a HEBs. They are going to make a killing because they're going to put everything on sale to get y'all to come into the store and buy. They're going to make a killing. Walmart ain't going to make a dime because Walmart is way too expensive. Even if you are not struggling, there are millions who are, including helpless children. People don't have compassion anymore. It's sad. No, people do have compassion, good girl. People do still have compassion, and people hate that others are struggling. But let's be honest, sis, you can't carry the burdens of the world on your individual shoulders. Your shoulders weren't built for that. You just can't. Because now you just as stressed as everybody else. And how's that going to benefit you? You can definitely have compassion. Like you can have empathy and sympathy. You can definitely do that. And a lot of people do. But if I am a person who have made it to where I got a little money put up just in case, because that's just something I do, and when I say I meaning you, me, whomever, that's because I'm living smart. I'm supposed to be condemned because I'm living smart. And when I say you, good girl, I don't mean you specifically. I just mean you as if it applied, then it applies. It's right, Dungeon. Everybody has the same 24 hours in the day. It's just about how you make do with your money and your time. I honestly believe if you can get you a Sam's Club or Costco membership, get it, y'all. It's so worth it. I'm a family of 2, and I'm always trying to be prepared just in case. Just in case, exactly, Miss Journey. You got to be. And right now, Sam's Club is doing, I think it's a $15 membership. Now it's a basic membership, but it gets you in the door. You said the economy is K-shaped, meaning the high earning are doing good and the low class are doing horrible. Debt is what is really hurt the mid and low class. Exactly. That's so true, VM. That's so true. And then at the end of the day, you got to live within your means. And we just talked about that with Peyton. You got to live within your means. If your means is not what your neighbor across the street, because they make 6 figures a year, baby, them aren't your means. So you just got to worry about what you can do and how you can do. And you can't worry about what everybody else got going on. Zeta say, yep, it's $15. Okay, yeah. So right now, y'all, Sam's Club, go get your Sam's Club membership, $15. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And everything you spend, and Sam's Club take food stamps, that'll go towards your membership for next year. You get that membership for the whole year. Miss Thought said, I have compassion and empathy, but I am you said pragmatic. I live well below my means. Okay. You love buying in bulk? Okay. All right. So I hope that answered your question. I think Miss Journey, did you ask that question? I hope that answers your question. When if they are not going to give food stamps out November the 1st, you know now it's what did I just say? What did I just say, y'all? Today the 18th, 12, hit some pants. And when I say y'all, obviously I don't know who get food stamps, who do, who don't. Please don't put your business in the chat because it ain't our business what you got going on. But just go hit some pantries. If you got paid yesterday, Go to the store, y'all. Go get you some potatoes. Go get you a couple sacks of potatoes. If you want to know how to preserve potatoes so they won't go bad, go on YouTube. Go on TikTok. There are videos that will show you how to preserve the potatoes so they won't go bad, and you can freeze them. You just got to be inventive. You can't be lazy. Not calling y'all lazy, but I'm just saying you can't be lazy in these type of times because you don't know what's going to happen. But let's be honest, even before the government shutdown, we still don't know what's going to happen with the world from day to day because every morning when we wake up, it's something new going on. It's always something new going on. So you just don't know. You know, you still got people in the federal government that are working without pay. Some of those people got paid the other day, but they only got a partial check. They didn't even get a full check. So it's no different being prepared today than it was the beginning of the year. At the end of the day, if you can stay prepared, stay prepared. You should always stay prepared. It's prepared as you can, because I do understand prepared looks different for a lot of people, right? So you stay as prepared as you can within your means. So if you're somebody who can't have 6 months of bills put up to the side, okay, well, 6 months is not in your reach, but maybe you can do 2 months. Or maybe you just stay a month ahead. If that's what you consider prepared, then you're prepared since you're a month ahead. If you got bills a month ahead, okay, girl, you doing so. Just work on getting 2 months ahead. Like, make a goal, set some goals, and try to stick to them as much as you can. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Oh Lord, we're gonna come back tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna do a reaction on Jasmine and Liv over there, y'all. Liv got her a caseworker job for the job. Okay, baby. A mess. You hear me? I learned how to freeze potatoes from a YouTube. Don't just use YouTube for the reactions, y'all, and the gossip. Use YouTube because that's what TMR do. Use YouTube to help you. Okay? Child, don't just use it for the reactions and the gossip, girl. Because the gossip gonna always be there. Girl, go get you some knowledge. And then come back to the tea. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.